Hey guys, Jeremy here. I wanted to take a minute or two today and share something that I'm pretty excited about with you guys. I really feel that one thing that my blog has been really significant in has just been the open and honest, real sharing of real life. When I'm down, I tell you guys, and when I'm up, I tell you guys. And I've always included my faith perspective inside of that, and how the faith has shaped all the circumstances that I go through in life. And I know that a lot of people do, but I feel like I have one of those lives that's just like, wow, how is it going to be tomorrow? Because it's been an amazing ride today, and tomorrow gets here and it's another amazing ride. And recently I really feel like my perspective is changing. And my outlook is changing. Nothing about the transparency of my blog is going to change, but what I believe is going to change is that I think each one of us in life has been gifted by God with this kind of a God seed inside of us, this seed of greatness inside of us, and I really want to show that. I really want to communicate that. I think that I know personally that a lot of times I feel like my circumstance is where I'm going to be 5 years from now. And it doesn't have to be that way. I think that each one of us is really called to greatness. I really think that each of us is destined to make a change in this world, to be something amazing. And in my past, because of things I've been exposed to, I've almost had a negative perception of people who were driven, people who were overly ambitious. I felt that they were selfish, that they were self-centered, ego people. But I think that there's a part of each of us that is called to greatness. And the challenge as a believer is understanding that greatness isn't about me and about making my stage or my voice bigger. It's about just being the amazing person that God has called each of us to be. And so that's going to be the new focus of the blog. I really want to begin to speak to the greatness that's inside of us. Just because you are in a down situation today, just because your relationship isn't great, or just because your business isn't great, or just because your work environment isn't great, doesn't mean that it has to stay that way. And it doesn't mean that you have to just learn to cope. Coping is not what it's about. We're called to soar, not to cope. And so that's what I hope to do over the next few months, and I really hope you'll tag along with me, because I want to speak to the greatness that's inside of you, and I want to call it out, and I want to draw it out of you, because there was a passage in Jeremiah where God told him, he said, if you can extract the precious from the worthless, and that's what I've been doing in my own life, looking and saying, okay, Jeremy, there's some things in your life that kind of suck. Yeah, we can admit that. But just because there's areas of my life that are not amazing right now, doesn't mean that there's not precious things inside of my life at this moment that I'm going to call on, I'm going to draw on. And I want to share that passion with you guys. So I hope you'll join me over the next few months as we journey this road together, because I believe that you are called to soar.